You're saying, like, do we need God, is what you're asking me. Do humans need God? That's a loaded question.
One thing is believing in God, and another thing is following a religion. Because you can have a personal relationship with God and not have to go to church every day. I don't believe that it should be that way.
Religion is not easy to define, but it's certainly associated with the worship of God. I would even say that there is religion all around us, and we don't even notice it.
Religion is the systematic and organized way of thinking and beliefs practiced by a group of people.
So when I look at religion, I see the best kind of group thing that exists out there.
It's certainly a way in which human beings organize their existence in relation to something transcendent, something spiritual.
What's the point of religion? For me, the ultimate thing is the community aspect, and it's all community surrounded around a very central topic, or a very central figure, or a very central group of texts, and that's powerful. The question of religion and violence is front and center right now, and nobody really knows why that union is there, because if you think about it, religions are supposed to be about peace, about personal fulfillment, about all sorts of things. But all religions, just like any kind of ideology, have their positive and negative sides. People make that link. People make the link between religion and violence. It doesn't have to be there.
I think a lot of people recognize there's so much diversity in people's minds about what they think about God, that to talk about religion and to talk about politics sometimes brings about tensions that are not necessary.
In TV, I guess modern TV, they don't really talk about it. They kind of just like, it's not present in modern TV unless you're watching a Christian channel or like a Catholic channel.
We're reluctant to talk about politics. We're reluctant to talk about money. We're reluctant to talk about sex. We're reluctant to talk about a lot of things, our personal lives. And I could maybe say it's because we don't know how to talk about religion, which I think is true. We don't know how to talk about race. We don't know how to talk about these things. But I also think that religion is just one of those things because it's the thing we least know about.
People might feel judged for their own actions. Nobody wants to tell them what to do, even though personally I don't necessarily think that religion is designed for that way. Rather, it's a choice. You know, you choose religion, not religion chooses you.
Churches are very good at what they do. And what they do is they bring people together. And it's not just churches, it's synagogues, mosques, gurudwaras, meeting houses, whatever it is. But religious organizations like that are just very good at bringing people together. So think about this. I mean, what are some of the spaces that people normally congregate? People go to school. People go to work. What else?
Some churches, for instance, see themselves primarily as centers of community where people come together, a lot of needy people, a lot of suffering people. And the church gives them a sense of meaning, a sense of community, of mutual support. For other people, the church is the body of Christ.
Moral hypocrisy. Okay, on one level, it's true. People of all different stripes act differently when they're in church and when they're outside of church. All of us. But you know what? Even my students act differently when they're in my classroom and when they're out of my classroom. And even you might act one way in front of your parents and another way in front of your friends. So the first thing I want to say is that it's totally normal to act one way in one setting and act a different way in another setting. It's completely normal. We all do it. It's part of what makes us human.
From the academic point of view, Jesus is on the same footing as Krishna, same footing as the Prophet Muhammad. I mean, these are religious leaders, people who certainly have made a great difference in the world. But from the point of view of religion, the study of religion, there are all these religions and all these founders, the Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, Krishna, all of them are on the same footing.
For me, it's one of the most powerful narratives we have. And that's incredible.